Alright, it's time for a Viego game. I will be playing this one against an AD Shaco here based on his Hail of Blades, which, it's not ideal. That champion, I have to respect Ignite Hail of Blades early. He could cheese invade me as well. Usually Shaco set up boxes at like top side, or red side I should say, over the map. So like any red buff type start is usually what Shaco players go for. There, he's not spotted there, so it's gonna be over on top side. What I usually like to do against Shaco players for the most part is just mirror them. So red start here, I would just start blue here. Red start here, or red start here, I start blue here, right? I like to do this because usually speaking, from what I've seen the most is Shaco players, they just half side clear and then look for like the gank on the adjacent lane and then look for like the invade on your other side here. Basically, that's kind of what they wanna usually go for, and I just deal with it by mirroring them down, especially if it allows me to clear towards bot side as well. Now in this case, I think it's more productive to clear towards bot side anyway, but yeah. I'm actually not going to smite blue buff here, and I'm gonna perma do it in the bush so he doesn't see the HP of it. There is a chance Shaco like wants to level 2 me here, and I want to not let that be a thing, basically. Because right now what could happen is he could try to invade me because I'm purely on vision with Chogef's ward right there, right? While it is slower for my clear, it does guarantee me a smite on Gromp. And that is worth a lot more to me, because now I can finish off the Gromp with smite and Shaco would not be able to steal it, which I value quite highly there. Even though it costs me, again, clear speed, because hitting level 2 faster does clear your jungle overall faster. So smiting the blue does increase your clear speed, but this way at least Shaco can't level 2 cheese and get my camp away from me. So that's why we're holding smite until the second camp in this instance. Also, because I think Shaco might pressure me quite a bit, I will take E here. Otherwise, double point Q is usually what I do for clear potential. But I should throw that backwards and not against the wall, because this gives away my position, which is not the best. But that slows me down, but it gives me a little bit more safety, and this gives me all my skills. So if Shaco does try to cheese me or invade me still at this point, I will still have all my skills potentially, right? So it's just a little bit of a safer tactic here. Okay, I think there's a likelihood he might go for this still, so we're going to smite that. And if he ends up going for this one as an invade, then it is what it is. I'll hold my E here as well. I technically use it for the clear speed potential, but currently I'm not focused on clear speed. I'm focused on like playing as safe as possible to survive a potential Shaco invade. See if we can go for the bot gank here. Anyone is fine with me. That works. Just focus on the Thresh in this instance. Thank you, Jinx. Good stuff. Hit this flail. Oh, that's the wrong direction with the flail. I'm dead here to the turret, I think. Nope. Okay, that's fine. I slightly misplayed, but it should be okay. We're going to go invisible with E on the wall here. Going to try to close the distance, but that way he can never E me, because he has to go like within the circle to hit me with E. And either way, if we just don't touch it, it's going to push beautifully back into my ADC, and it's a very good position overall. That's definitely not bad. Good. We move. So usually what I like to do in ganks when I'm ganking a Thresh is I like to go for the Thresh, because if I go for the ADC and the Thresh lanterns the ADC out of the play, that's obviously a bit of a problem. Don't want to deal with that. So in that instance, I like to go for the Thresh. And yeah, make it a clean kill on Thresh. Jinx was able to clean up. I was able to land a very good hook with the clone on the... Wait, just give me 1 second here. That's fine. Shaco just backed off. It's just like, yeah, I landed a good hook, but my flail was kind of wonky, because I got a little confused, if I'm being honest, which way I should hold my mouse cursor for Thresh flail to register properly. It's just one of those, I don't really play Thresh that often, nor do I like play enough Viego to know Thresh flail exactly, because you see Thresh quite a bit, but you know what I mean. I got a little confused there. I still landed the hook, which is good, but yeah, it is what it is. Renekton helped me there, getting the scuttle secured. If Shaco decided to fight that, Shaco would have completely died, by the way, so that would not have been really worth for Shaco, to be honest. And he even killed the Shaco too. My Renekton is a giga chat. Let's go. The problem here is the reason that Shaco is like basically being dumb right now is because he hasn't reset yet, and he just went for that play on Renekton. Cho'Gath is already weaker than Renekton, so him not resetting doesn't give him an advantage and lets Renekton win the play, which is kind of silly, right? See if I can run bot as fast as possible. Don't be dumb, Jinx, please. Just gonna walk at him. Yep, good. Not a single auto attack, okay? I think Shaco most likely goes for Void Grubs here, so I'm just gonna trade for Dragon. Right here, make sure that you don't hit the E on the wall. You want to actually just throw it on the Dragon, so this gives away less of a position. That may have been the dumbest smite of my existence, actually. So seeing that ward just disappear right there. I'm gonna have to stall for the second smite. I wanted to smite because... Okay, now he's doing that. I wanted to smite first because of this second smite being up, and I could just clear the Dragon slightly faster. But I got a little worried there near the end, for sure. With the ward disappearing, I thought I wasn't on vision, so they wouldn't know. Shaco just cleared Void Grubs here. So I'm just going to go this way. We're also not going to hit the wall again with the E. We're just going to clear this up. Hopefully hit 6 off the Gromp here. That would be ideal. I think I could. Yeah, I do. Perfect. Oh, that was a very good one, actually. Holy moly. My stun, like, missed barely because of... Okay, well, fair play. Do I just, like, loop back around? Is that ever a move here? There's a ward. This is why I usually like to go for Thresh, but Thresh was not really in a position where I could go for anything. Let me actually hit this. Problem now is my top side is a bit of an issue, right? No, that's a good hook, and my team is trolling. Okay, that was a... Okay. Well, rip. The dive was very poorly played. The way that dive should have gone, right, is Karma stands here, hits, gets turret aggro, max range, tanks the 3, 4, 5 turret shots, whatever it could be that she could tank, and then we move. Because then Karma tanks max range turret. That way, we have the freedom to dive with our damage, but it didn't go that way. It didn't go correctly. Okay, I think I lost my top side entirely. We'll check it anyway. So I was expecting Karma to take the aggro, didn't happen, and then it turned out wrong because Jinx took initial aggro, so there was no damage output from Jinx coming in either. It had to be the Karma that takes aggro first, max ranges the aggro out of turret range, and then that way you can play. But that's a problem with this type of thing is like this is still like high plat-ish elo MMR, so expecting your support to do it properly there might have been my mistake. You know what I mean? I probably shouldn't. Because if you're a range champion like the support in that instance, you're like not a Leona. You just want to max range tank the turret, get the aggro, tank the turret, allow your Viego and Jinx to dive them for free, get the kill on Ashe for free without taking turret aggro, and then the Thresh hook wouldn't matter, nothing would matter. That's how ideally that dive goes. And it's okay. I will keep it in mind for next time. It was an optimistic dive. Because I expected good play and I shouldn't, obviously. It's silly of me. And that is okay, it happens. Just gonna keep clearing, make sure that I get through a full rotation of my jungle camps again, not to lose too much on like CS tempo and stuff. I see a bot lane situation here, of course, I will be rotating for. Pick up some gold, we move. It's a good lantern. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Dude, really? I respect the Shaco. Fair play, mate. Fair play. I just got sniped last moment there. I think my team still wins, hopefully. Ooh, she needs to... this is not good. That Shaco clone is gonna mess things up too, because it's gonna explode soon. That's not looking good. Yep. Respect it, Shaco. That was very clutch on the end of that to get me. All right. Fair play. I think here I just realistically go for the Rift Herald on spawn, basically. Might as well. Build-wise, by the way, I'm going Trinity Force first item here. What? Oh, Void Grub, sorry. I don't even know why I said Rift Herald. I just got so confused. Void Grub's on spawn, of course. But I'm going Trinity Force. It is what I would say the most generally consistent option. It makes you more durable. It is more forgiving. Oh, this is not ideal, actually. My Renekton is in a troll position. He's smited. Oh. Very good. I think he's just, like, miss-smited that one. And then the other one took a hit of as well. I think his smite may have redirected to that or something. It looked a little weird. Alright. Shaco straight went for that. But yeah, build-wise, Trinity Force first item is, I would say, the safest, very most consistent way to play Viego. Kraken Slayer, solid first item, absolutely. A very good first item. However, it's more of a snowballing item. It also makes you a lot squishier on a champion, so you have to have more champion confidence, let's just call it that, like better positioning, all of that to make that work better, because Trinity Force is just simply more forgiving. So I would recommend most players learning Viego, new to Viego, just go Trinity Force first item every single game and you'll be completely fine. Other options are Kraken Slayer, of course, for snowballing purposes, and then you have Blade of the Rune King first against a very tanky team comps. I don't think I get to contest this because my Jinx is dead. Like, I saw this position coming from a mile away, basically, so I wasn't really gonna look for it. It's fine. Just give. Because currently, we're just at a way too much of a positional disadvantage to make this a real thing. Make sure I do this box combo correctly. Ah, there's a Shaco box there. That's really annoying, actually. It's a bit AFK there, buddies. Pick up the Thresh. Just give me 1 second. I need to focus on these because I don't play these champions often enough for me to, like, talk you through that one. Like, I really need to focus on getting my champ kits correct there. So right there, basically. Oh, this is bad. I might actually be super dead. Actually, no, I'm fine because I have Trinity Force. I don't have Kraken Slayer. Yep, we're good. That's Trinity Force makes me so much tankier. Kraken Slayer just kills me there for sure. All right, not too bad, not too bad. So initially, we're looking at, you know, obviously trying to kill the easiest target possible, which is Shaco. We hopped over the wall. We focus Shaco first. Then we take up the Ezreal. We want to try to use as many dashes. Like, we focus the one that's focusing our Caitlyn, right? So that's the Ezreal in that instance. Then we make sure that after we kill Ezreal, by focusing the one who's focusing the Caitlyn, pick up the Ezreal, hold on to the Ezreal as long as possible, close as much distance as possible with the Ezreal kit itself, and then ult in a distance closing as well. Use this, use the smite to get in closer, close as much distance as possible, and then, yeah, we can clean up Thresh. After Thresh, we pick up, hook the Ashe in a good position or a realistic position, and then from that point, we clean everything up. So the chase potential for Viego is very high, especially the, like, if your champion you're picking up is very favorable too. Not too bad. Looking a little bit suspect here for sure, but I am very, very strong in this position. Gonna go for the Ezreal here. Very good. Is he gonna run up? No, he runs away. That's fair play. Right now, I just want to look for Shaco's camps, to be honest. Shaco's like 1 HP. I don't think he really gets to do much. I still have, like, you see the wave on the bot side here. I still had time to walk past it there, which is good. I missed that Q. That was kind of silly. Gonna use the E here for some extra clear speed increase on this. And then we loop around this way to see if the Raptors are a thing. We then hit the plant to spot the Shaco potentially. Okay, in this instance, I might have to danger ping my bot side camps at this stage, because he's not contesting any of his top side stuff, and I'm assuming he's just trading at this point. So we do that. Build, no matter the first item you build, actually, you always basically go Stripe, or, yeah, the Sundered Sky second. So whether you go Blade Rune King first, Sundered Sky second, or Kraken Slayer first, still Sundered Sky second is usually the way you want to go for Viego. This, hitting that wall with that may have been a bit troll, actually. Should have positioned this a bit better. I am 1 away from my smite upgrade as well, so we still have an equal smite with Shaco, which is not great. I'm still assuming he goes for my bot side here. That's kind of what I assumed. Because I took his top side camp, so... I pick up the Rift Heralds. We'll definitely be looking for a recall soon, because the dragon's going to spawn relatively shortly here. And I do have some money to spend. We're just going to clean my top side 2 camps, reset, and then if my bot side camps are still up, I'll take them, but I'm expecting them to be down at this point. Team is pushing forward quite a bit, but yeah, again, I'm trying to set up towards the Drake with a good reset, all of that. I don't think anything's going to really happen mid there either. Take the reset here. I definitely want to take Mercs in this game, so we're going to go for that right now. And then I'll go for these, Can I buy the health crystal, please? What are you talking about? I'm going to go for the Sterax as well. They have a lot of CC, like a lot of CC, so I'm actually, I would go for both. Usually speaking, if I see this, I would simply just go like steel caps and then Sterax. But they just have a lot of CC, man. Like, okay, this is what I expected. All my bot side camps were down. He traded. That's completely fine. Because I took his top side entirely, but then I also traded, or I also took the objective, right? So I'm kind of chilling on that. Not a problem. Could I have played to defend my bot side camps? Probably yes, but I just took my opportunity, took my time to take the Rift Herald and just decided like it's fine. I trade 1 for 1 essentially camp-wise. That's not killed, really. Problem here is I don't have a sweeping trinket available to me either, so yeah. Why are they both top lane? Dragon's about to spawn and they're just both chilling on... You guys are insane. I have to pick this up. I don't like it. Nah, this is not it. I don't know, man. I don't understand why he wants to go into that fight in the first place. I didn't want to go for it initially because both my Caitlyn and my Karma were top lane. So we're going to be at a numbers disadvantage straight up. This guy is like absolutely mental. He just like, we see both of them top lane. We are at a complete numbers disadvantage. They have the priority with Shaco box setups on the dragon in that instance. They have all of the priorities in that fight position. All of it. Because they had Shaco box setups. They have numbers advantage. They have everything. Like, I absolutely cannot just run into 30 Shaco boxes and assume I'm just going to survive. You know what I mean? That is not how the world works. So just force him over the wall there, basically. That's good. Close the distance. Very good. Hawk shot over here. Then we just dragon. That's better. Like, just wait for a better opening. That's all I had to do. Like, the Renekton... me trying to follow the Renekton was also a mistake. Like, admittedly, I should have just let him die. Because what he did was just very silly. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to go that hard in a position where we're just such a disadvantage. What? Why? Does he need like... Oh, okay, sure. Fair play. Two top. Could be a lot of people bot lane. I will have to respect it. I would like that Rift Herald this turret for 700 gold. That'd be ideal. Likelihood of this being warded is relatively high, I would say. Shouldn't be sticking around too long here. I think ideally what I want to do here is contest that red buff spawn on the enemy side here. Our team comp is also pretty trash, because we have no AP damage whatsoever. So that's a bit worrying. There's a chance he sprints for my red buff again. I guess it's possible, but I doubt it. My Rift Herald's gonna disappear soon. This block is... I need to hit the stun there for the max duration, so... That's a Rift Herald spawn. Yep. You don't have to cast it manually. You can just do whatever. That's what I did there. I just waited for it to spawn. Put pressure down. A good thing here is we have a lot of pressure coming from bot side as well. So just pushing for the top turret situation is already good. Okay. Gonna play the Shaco. Right now, again, I'm just keeping pressure. I'm not like necessarily looking to fight or die Vesriel Ashe. I'm just looking to keep enough pressure for this Caitlyn to be able to shove bot lane for free. That's mostly what I'm doing in this position. Not trying to overextend, not trying to greed. Just enough pressure there for Caitlyn to push and for them to like having to stay top lane. So we don't like push that out completely, right? So this is just more productive, I would say, overall. I guess is the word, the way to put it. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I do want my Sterax ideally before the next fight. It's quite a big damage or quite a big upgrade. What? Did this guy really just decide while we were shoving top to take my entire top side? Yo, that Shaco is insane. Like actually insane, honestly. That is a decision and a half, to be honest. Fair enough, Shaco. I respect it. I guess. I don't know about this, but you know, sure. I have a lot of gold. I really want to finish my item. Maybe it's my team is really full on going for it. Maybe this is greedy. That's Renekton doing Renekton things again. I'm just gonna recall, honestly. I realistically in this situation don't think my team is gonna die because they're very greedy, but yeah, I'm just gonna finish the item. It's fine. Caitlyn goes bot for another shove on the inhibitor. I guess that should be okay. Maybe. I had 2,000 gold, so I didn't really want to go for this aggression. I could have maybe gone with them, but like... yeah, the aggression with 2,000 gold in my inventory, I don't really like it too much, you know? Really? That is very, very safe positioning there from Ezreal. He flashed. Okay, respect it. Nice. I mean, I don't respect it. I was kind of stupid, but I'll take it. That's the way I should put it. Oh, God. I have to do this. Unfortunate. Oh, that's a good thrash hook. I'm just dead. Yeah, no. That thrash hook, there was no coming back from that. I should have flashed. I should have ulted here and then flashed. I got very, very beautifully collapsed on in that instance. Jinx is going to die now as well. We have just died quite poorly in a lot of situations. Like, basically one by one. Because my team, like my Renekton sprinted it up, my team then followed it. Caitlyn sprinted it up here, and then I got caught on this position as well. That was quite bad. I don't think they should be allowed the Baron still. I don't think so. But Renekton is making this a little spicy, perhaps. By like walking that far around. Gotta go for the Ashe first. Yep, good. Shaco is the next priority, guys. It's maybe not gonna fly. At least they didn't finish the Baron. We have to go Dragon here, this is correct. Obviously, Baron is not gonna happen from their side anymore at this point. Usually... oh, that didn't kill anyone. That's very surprising, actually. It was a good rocket, but I'm actually surprised that didn't kill anyone. It was my... like, it's really my bad for getting caught there, like, as well. Obviously, not just my bad, also my team's bad for, like, getting caught in a really bad position as well earlier, so we just kind of all have fault in that one. But, like, they don't have many good Baron damage sources, to be honest, so I think we're kind of chilling still in that sense. It's okay. I don't like that. That's XP. That's a lot of XP lost, just in general. Junglers get boosted XP from camps. Gonna be doing this while they chill there. This should be the real one. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's the wrong direction there with that one. My bad. Still a good cleanup though. Throw a quick Hawkshot over there and go collect the wave. Not bad. Like, that's what I like to do on Viego. Get that first one and then just jump in, get a good position, make it nice and clean. You know, not bad at all. Oh, missed the cannon. While they push mid, I want to try to pressure in the bot wave at the same time. Now, yes, they do have an open inhibitor, but pressuring in just the wave, you know, is going to allow potential push or a more effective push later for like maybe the turret here or something like that. Just collecting wave is something that's quite nice. I think if I walk straight for this, it might not work. And I could have done it there in that instance probably and be okay. I don't know. I guess it's fine. Have an extra couple of waves coming in from this side allows us for better turret pressuring. Stun the Shaco. Maybe save my karma with that. Can't really save the karma in this instance. I'm not going to run left because that was very obvious. I'm going to have to reset here. Because right now, if the enemy team wipes my team here, they're going to go for Baron. And they just need to get a good position on the Baron, basically. So we're just going to run up here as fast as possible towards Baron in a better position with a better recall. Instead of trying to run through them and then getting like caught out in a position where I get like Ashe ulted or flanked or whatever it might happen. I just want to get like a much more safe, better position towards like the Baron without getting or having to run through the enemy team, basically. Gonna smite this, get the vision down. He's gonna run right. I'll go left. In case he goes left. That's completely fine. Right there, all I have to do is I just cut off Shaco's other path. That way he's secure to die. And if Shaco is secure to die, we have a free Baron. Renekton is currently trolling. Should just be running to Baron. I think Jinx has enough Baron DPS for me to tank it just fine, but I have a lot of Baron DPS as well as Viego, so it's best if Renekton tanks Baron. Because then our Baron kill speed will go up much faster, because whoever tanks the Baron gets their damage cut in half. Which is definitely not great, you know. That's way too much gold for Death Dance. I'm assuming Jinx needs that. Otherwise, yeah, be kind of silly. But if you kill the enemy jungler like that, that's why, like, securing his death by walking left so he can't have an escape path was very good, because then he will always die, and if the enemy jungler dies in a situation like that, they just lose the objective. Guaranteed. It's gonna do this, gonna do red buff, and then with red buff and Jinx coming back on the map, we'll walk forward again. Try not to last hit my camp, please, Jinx. Thank you. Use the plans, we go forward towards the team with the Jinx here. I take some time to like let Jinx take the recall, and then I needed her to walk back forward essentially. It's obviously not you know, I could walk with my team here, but then we have no Jinx, and I don't really want my team to have the confidence to force something when I'm like around to do it, when it's not realistically a play we want to go for. Just get the Ashe. Get the slows in here. Him. Get the knock up there as well. Good cleanup. Very nice. Just that one engage, get a good position on one of the enemies there, and then you can use your resets afterwards to really get through them. Very good. Build-wise here, I would have gone for a Death's Dance in this slot. And then we're mostly looking at another armor item in this case, because they don't have an AP on the enemy team. AP is like Wit's End is usually a very nice one I'd like to take for magic resist, but I don't need it. I also have enough tenacity in my build already, so I don't need it for that either. I most likely would have actually gone for a Blade of the Rune King, I think, last, because the Cho'Gath is, you know, Cho'Gath. Blade of the Rune King is good into Cho'Gath, so it made sense to potentially finish the build with that. Otherwise, we can just finish the build with a tank item in the form of Rukran, in the form of, you know, Randuin's, Thornmail, whatever is necessary against the enemy team is something to look for. Obviously, in this case, Rukran would be bad because I don't need magic resist, but I could go like Thornmail, you know, reflect damage, heal cut. Not the worst option for sure. But I think in this specific instance, I could get away with going for Blade of the Rune King, get that damage on Cho'Gath as well, very good damage on him, and move from there. However, that was it for Viego. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like button below. Helps it quite a bit. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you guys in the end game stats. All right, so for the end game stats for this one, I ended up doing 26.1k damage, which I would say is a respectable amount. It's definitely not too bad. They have range advantage, obviously, so that makes their damage a little bit easier. They also had aggression, like a lot of aggression in certain situations, so that also ups their damage slightly. But, you know, respectable damage, not too bad whatsoever. True damage at 800. We have objective damage at 51k, which is really good. I was able to control this as much as possible, at least. Healing done at 24.7. We have a damage taken at 41.3, which is the most. We have another self-mitigated at 38k. So alongside my Renekton, I took the most damage. We kind of frontline, you know, we give these three the freedom, the space to do damage, which is good because they have low damage taken. So that's very nice to see there. And this allows them to get the extra damage edge on us. And Renekton and me are basically just on par for the most part. He also gets free damage to champions from hitting Cho'Gath, you know, in lane the entire time, which as a jungler you don't get. So like my 26k damage is mostly like in-fight damage, whereas, you know, Caitlyn has poke damage in lane, could add up to be maybe like could add up to be a lot depending on how much he actually auto attacks the enemy. Same goes for Jinx. That also is a factor you should take into account. This is also like a difference from like damage taken stats for jungler sometimes, because healing done, it's a ridiculous amount here, but your pet heals you a lot. So you know, some things balance out a bit. Gold earned at 14.4k, which is a very respectable amount of gold for sure. Jinx had 16k there. I believe she also had quite a few kills. So fair enough, you know, really. Build-wise, as I said, Trinity Force first item is the one I'd recommend the most to Viego players right now. If you're like newer to the champion, if you're learning the champion, if you're very confident in your position and you're snowballing in a game, Kraken Slayer is amazing. If you're against a heavy tank team, and I would say heavy is, you know, Cho'Gath top, Sejuani jungle, go Blade of the Ruined King first, because at that point, yeah, Blade of the Ruined King is just amazing. First item, but that's the only situation I would go for that first. Second item, always Sundered Sky, basically. And then third, I usually go Sterax third, pretty much always as well. Boots depend on the enemy team. In this case, I need a lot of tenacity. After that, I tend to go Death's Dance, very solid armor item, very good damagey armor item, right? And then the +1 at the end can be like a very tanky magic resist item, like Rook Run, Force of Nature, if you need it. If they're full AD, or if they're full AD, you don't need magic resist. Thornmail, Randuin's, you know, Guardian Angel, things like that. Wit's End is also a great magic resist item as well, more offensive in that sense. So yeah, that's kind of what you're looking at. At the end, very end of this build, I sell my boots, no matter what I have, for Warmogs, because Warmogs gives 8% movement speed, and it gives you that HP sustainability, which is really nice. And up until that point, you will have bought probably at least one armor and one magic resist item where necessary, and then the Warmogs is going to be very valuable too. Yeah, that's really it for Viego. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I upload daily, so be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.